very good day to you, Trinidad and Tobago. I am Renata Singh and welcome to Madam Fixit right here on WESN. As always, the show is interactive, so you can call those numbers on the screen, 622-9338 and 623-9376, as well as we have that WhatsApp number, 3669376. You can send us your WhatsApp text messages during the course of the show. Please don't call the WhatsApp number. We will not be able to take your calls, facilitate calls on that WhatsApp number during the course of the show. But definitely text messages, photos, videos, etc. Send them in to that number. Let us know what are your problems, your issues. There are several issues that we deal with here on the show, from NIS, pension problems, potholes, you name it. If you have a problem, this is the show for you, and you can reach out to us so that we can try to rectify some of those issues that you guys are facing. But before we head into the issues, I have some updates on some issues we're going to be going through that was submitted since last year, some that are still outstanding, some that were resolved, but we'll touch on that a little bit later on in the show. But for now, we're going to go to a caller before I give you the update with regard to Ministry of Works and Transport. Good day, how are you doing?
Yes, Renata, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Miss Simon speaking.
Hi, Miss Simon, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Miss Simon, could you mute the volume on your television? Please.
All right, Renata, yes.
All right, Miss Simon, tell me what's the update. Now, you had reached out to us last year sometime, I believe in October, November, sometime around there. Now, it's been months since I can pull up the actual date that I submitted the information, November 23rd. They did indicate at the ministry, the Corporate Communications Department, they did acknowledge receipt of this information since November 23rd. However, I'm trying to figure out what the update is with regard to your missing pension check since October 2019.
Okay. The last update is I went up to Aranguez there, MTS Plaza. Yeah, I spoke to a supervisor. She acknowledged it. She made me sign a custom signing in on my ID and told me they will call me, and up to now.
They didn't specify any specific time frame or anything like that?
No. I showed them the letter I got from the Prime Minister's office, all of that.
Right. And still nothing?
Nothing up to now.
All right. And that was since, when that was again? When did you visit Aranguez?
Last month. I can't tell you
oh, that's
exactly,
okay.
but
so,
yeah.
January month. All right.
Yeah.
No problem. And again, this is a missing pension check since October 2019.
Yes, Renata.
All right. I mean, I can imagine how you must be feeling. This constant back and forth you've been through over the past couple of months, and I'm not sure if you had tried before you reached out to us here on the show to have this matter rectified.
Yeah, Chad Avenue, I called out of station to Mr. Ramtahal station, and he told me how to go about it. I didn't know was to go up there and ask to speak to a supervisor.
Yes.
I've been calling all the time.
And still nothing. All right, no problem.
Nothing.
Again, they did acknowledge receipt of the information, so they are aware of the issue. I'm not sure what the key pack is in terms of why you're not being at least kept in the loop with regard to what's going on. you know, because, you know, if there is a problem in terms of why you can't get your check, the missing check, they should say.
But if they know where it was stolen from Piaco, but I did a lot of research, you know. It was stolen from Piaco Airport, then it was Cash and Happiness Supermarket in Bataria. Mr. Jones told me, look there, he went on his computer. I mean to say, up and down, up and down. You have to get it. He said it is yours, you have to get it. So, I don't know.
But they, again, they've not indicated to me nor you what the holdback is, which is an issue. Especially for something that has been going on, again, for months. But Ms. Simon, thanks so much for keeping us in the loop with regard to what's going on with this situation. It's very unfortunate that we couldn't have you back here on the show with some good news. I will reach out to them again and see if we could have, you know, some sort of resolution for this situation, man. Yeah?
Okay.
All righty.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Enjoy the rest of your day. Alrighty, so we're going to be dealing a lot with pension checks. Over the past couple of months, we have not gotten much recently. This week, we would have had a caller, I believe on Monday, Miss Cooper. She was indicating that she had a missing pension check in February, that's last month. But there are several persons that had reached out to us over the past couple of months with regard to similar situations. We had submitted all the information to the ministry. However, I'm not sure what the feedback is with regard to some of these issues. I did reach back out to them up to this morning, hoping that they can respond and let us know what the status of some of these issues are at, if it's being looked into, if not, etc. But back to the Ministry of Works and Transport, they are advising of the licensing mobile units, and of course I would have highlighted that here on the show previously. The schedule is as follows. The mobile unit schedule, and of course the licensing division mobile units aims to continuously improve customer service and enhance business processes in rural communities. So it's specific to rural communities, and so far they're saying that the service is fast, convenient and accessible. Now when you're conducting business at these mobile units, you're advised that they only accept links payments, so no cash. You don't need to make an appointment to visit the mobile units. You can, I believe, they open at various locations wherever they'll be stationed at between the hours of 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, of course, the services offered at these units are the renewal of driver's permits, change of name or driver's permits, change of address on driver's permits, and replacement of lost or stolen driver's permits. Transactions can be, a proof of address, is required. A utility bill no older than 3 months. Please be advised when conducting any business at the licensing office, whether it's the regular office or the mobile units. You have to carry a proof of address. We got another call on the line from Valencia. Good day, Valencia. How are you doing?
Hi, Andy. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Dear, I ain't get you with the photo yet.
Mr. Mansour.
Nobody called me. The connection, but you shall try so long. Look, it's 2 years and some months and nothing happened yet.
I am at a loss for words right now, to be honest with you, because...
You could imagine me?
Exactly. I could just imagine how it must be for you. I just don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to you. The last correspondence I had with WASA was sometime last week. I believe you would have called on the show and I would have given you the updates. Again, they said that they have all the information. They're looking into it, and I specifically highlighted your issue. Every time I send in issues, I always resubmit yours, as well as there's another person that always calls us with a leaking line problem in Valencia as well. I always highlight those two things, and I'm not sure what is the feedback with regard to this situation. It's becoming a bit... ridiculous now, if I would put it that way.
So I went to the office in Arima there in Omea Road. I come to you, I know where to go again.
Yeah.
If I bust the pipe and take what they want to lock me up.
Yeah, I mean, WASA is the entity that's responsible for this, so there is no other person that we can go to ask a question with regard to your WASA connection.
I'm telling you, girls, now somebody gets over it, you pay your money, all kind of thing, and they say in 6 months, and I look at it, it will be 6 years. Yeah,
and it's sad. It's sad. It's really very sad. I mean, water is a basic, it's a necessity. You need water to survive.
Yeah.
So,
it's 2 years, September, October, November, December. 2 years and 6 months.
And Mr. Mansour, you know what's the sad thing? You aren't the only person that has reached out to us with a similar situation, paid their monies, etc. And still, there is no correspondence, no indication as to when the issue would be fixed, if it would be fixed, because there's a big question mark with regard to that too. Because if they're not responding to us, then you have to ask the question, are they attempting to have it resolved at all?
So I don't know if you want me to go to the head office in St. Joseph and tell them again.
You can try. I guess you can try again.
Because I went in Arima Nothing. I mean, they say they're sending some text down there. Well, I think they send it down. They said the file down in Takariqua. They just try to come up and go.
But don't they have a job number already?
Everything. Remember, I give you everything.
Right.
Number.
So I'm trying to figure out what exactly is the hold back? What is the keep back?
Because you have everything in your hand. Everything I had, I give it to you.
And they have all that information.
Right.
It's very easy for them to pull up whatever file or
right.
your information from their system.
Because I didn't either my name or I'll give you a number. I think they have it.
Mr. Mansour, if you could tell Wassa one thing this morning, what would that be?
Delinquent.
All right. I'm not sure. Again, please, Wassa, if you're listening, please, please, please. Mr. Mansour has been reaching out to us for months, and previous to reaching out to us, he has been trying several avenues to at least get an answer in terms of why his water connection, why he isn't getting connected. One, that's the first question. And you paid already. So if there is a reason, please, let him know, let us know. We have reached out several times. We've not been told. All we ever hear from them, Mr. Mansour, is that they're looking to it. It has their attention.
And they never call me. They never call me.
All right. Okay. Well, again, I will do what, like I always say, I'm very sorry that I have to keep telling you. I'm going to keep following up. But that's all I can do. They have all the information. So it's really up to them now.
But I say use Madam Fixit, you go fix everything. Oh, God. Press over the Fixit.
All around, right? All around.
Oh, God. Well, keep trying and see what to do,
Yeah, hopefully one day, Mr. Mansour.
Oh, God, I might get that.
Oh, gosh, don't say that now. Don't say that. All right.
But keep trying for me now.
I will, and if you're doing anything on your end, if you make it to head office, keep us updated with regard to the situation, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, we have another call on the line from Freeport, Lynette. Good morning, Lynette. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, Lynette. Now, you would have reached out to us sometime last year with regard to some missing pension checks. I believe you had 4 missing pension checks, May 2020, November 2020, May 2021, and September 2021. Now, I had submitted your information to the ministry. They did acknowledge receipt of the complaints and the information. They were supposed to give you a call. I'm not sure. Did they ever reach out to you?
No, they didn't reach out.
All right. No. Have you tried recently to figure out what's going on with the pension checks?
No, I didn't go back on social welfare.
All right. Okay. And what was the last thing they told you when you went in?
They said they will report it.
They will report it, and did they give you a time frame in terms of when the issue would be resolved, or when you can receive these? Nothing.
They didn't say nothing.
Do you remember when was the last time you went in?
Can't remember.
Can't remember. Was it a long time ago?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, no problem.
When I didn't get it, I went in.
No problem. But this is not just one check. This is 4 missing pension checks for several months and different years as well. So, again, I'm sorry that you guys have to be waiting so long, but they have the information. I'm not sure what the holdback is with regard to this. But I said I have to follow up with you to find out if you ever received the checks that's owed to you. But thanks so much for giving us the updates. Yeah,
I didn't receive none.
No problem. So I'll reach back out to them again and see if they could at least give you a call and let you know what's going on with regard to this. Thanks so much, Lynette.
Thank you, babe.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. All right, several persons all over the country issues with pension checks. If you're having issues as well, please call us. Let us know 622-9338 and 623-9376, as well as we have that WhatsApp number 366-9338. 76. I'm just looking at the WhatsApp. We have some messages coming in here, but we're going to touch on that after we go for a quick break. So we're going to go take a break now. When we come back, we continue to highlight issues that you guys are facing and try to get some resolutions for those issues. We'll be right back.
Do you think you have what it takes to be a comedian?
For a passenger to come in a taxi with $100 and don't say nothing, I see driver get takeaway on stretcher for that.
WESN is giving you the platform to showcase your comedic skills.
What? I don't really know how to play guitar.
If you think you have jokes, then WESN is the place for you.
You know you left the house in your old Bermuda jersey and your match pants, track pants quite up on the belly of Beyonce. Beyonce was never in cadets, no!
Our platform provides a space for creatives to express themselves. And now it's your turn.
So what you got, man? With a smile.
Give us a call, 628-5835. We bring the laughs, you bring the jokes. Hey, you wanna jam?
You sure, boy?
Yo, what we jam?
Bruh, let me read that script. Hey, are they ready for We Comedy Jam? We taking it live. Come on live with us now. Come join us for special taping of We Comedy Jam at Kaiser Blues Cafe. We bring the laughs, you walk with the drinks money. We Comedy Jam live tapings at Kaiser Blues Cafe. Send us your name to get listed. We Comedy Jam, only on WESN Content Capital.
So, we not jamming then?
Is it politics? What is it? Is it that nobody cares about sports?
The kind of support that sport used to get in the past is no longer here.
The thing is, taking a knee doesn't mean that that's the only thing you're doing now, Andy.
Right.
Taking a knee along with other stuff.
Samantha, what are you looking forward to when you return home to Trinidad and Tobago after winning the title?
Thank you very much for speaking it into existence.
Is it no pressure on Nicholas Paul?
It makes me more motivated to work hard and to go out there and rep the red, white and black.
Why are we sending a team to the Winter Olympics?
There are a number of Trinbagonians who are in the diaspora and have grown up in winter sport. It's an opportunity that the Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee will not close the door on.
I also believe in the players that we have. Once you can motivate the players, you can get the best out of them.
Welcome back to Madam Fixit. You can call those numbers on the screen. Let us know what are your problems and issues so that we can reach out to the relevant authorities and try to have them rectified for you. We have Christiana Cumberbatch on the line now. Christiana had reached out to us several times last year with regard to three missing pension checks in 2018. Now, we had submitted this information to the ministry. And Christiana, how are you doing today? Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
How are you doing today, Christiana?
I'm doing quite fine. Everything is okay after God.
All righty. Tell us, what's the update with regard to those three missing pension checks?
Well, I've been calling you all, and when I see where you all staying so long, a day I went up on Facebook, and I saw where the minister was dealing with the postal services and the senior citizens and they checked. And I sent her a message on Messenger. And a few days after, she called me. So she sent a message back to me stating that she needs my phone number.
Right.
So I sent it to her. It took about 2 weeks after, and one of her secretary, her clerk, called me and take certain information from me as to where I live in and from what year it was and how many months, and I told her everything.
It was 2018, right? And it was 3 checks.
Yes, 3 months.
3 months?
From August, September, and October of 2018.
No
and
problem.
then a day she called again, and she asked me if I hear anything again. I tell her no. She took my date of birth again and my address, and I gave it to her. She tells me, well, you'll hear from me. It take a little while before she called me. She called me again and tell me, well, they seen about processing it and whatnot.
This was
Well,
when? This is this year? Is this this year? Is it this year?
Yeah, this year, sir.
All right, okay, no problem. When did you get the checks? Was it mailed to you?
No. Everything went straight to
the bank account.
Yes, to the bank account.
I know you were having some issues with regard to that as well some time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
everything rectified and I got the 3 months.
good. So you got the 3 months, everything is in a gear, you have the monies coming to your account and stuff like that now. So that's some excellent news. I'm glad to hear that. It had been several months. I know you had been reaching out to us. We did forward all the information to our Ministry of Social Welfare. But again, sometimes things take some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thanks so much for keeping us updated with regard to this situation. I hope it doesn't reoccur anytime in the future.
I myself hope so, but thanks very much
You're
for
most
calling.
welcome. You're most welcome. Thanks for keeping us updated. You take care.
Okay.
All righty. Again, pension issues. We got another call on the line from San Fernando. Good day, San Fernando. How are you doing?
Hello, good day. I'm fine. This is Harry Lal Singh here on Leodo Street.
Hi, Mr. Singh. How are you doing?
Well, not so good because I haven't heard anything from the city council or the councillor from my area.
The councillor never reached out to you?
No.
All right, okay, no problem. The last time I spoke to you, I know you were dealing with a little situation, but I did speak to the councillor at the office as well as his secretary. I can't remember his name offhand now, but I did speak to them. They did indicate, yes, they're going to at least give you a call to find out what's going on. I did update them with the details, but they said they were going to do a site visit. I'm not sure what the keepback is with regard to that. They have all the information. I'm not sure. Mr. Singh, I feel I'm going to have to come down by you and highlight the situation, you know.
Well, we'll have to do something.
Yeah, because, I mean, we're just calling here and they acknowledge receipt of the details. They said they're going to call you and still nothing. So I'm not sure what they're waiting on. Not sure. I know the last time we spoke, you had indicated that I think police had come or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
On 2 occasions, they sent police officers to threaten me, to intimidate me.
Right. Anything since the last that last time?
No, nobody came subsequent to that.
All right. Okay, no problem. Well, thanks for keeping us updated. I'll reach back out to them again, and I think I'm going to have to call you and arrange to come down, probably with some cameras and stuff like that, and highlight the situation. Maybe they need to see it. Maybe that's what they want. I'm not sure. But thanks for keeping us updated, Mr. Singh. I'll call you after the show is over. No problem. Again, I'm not sure what, I mean, this information, it's forwarded. They always promise to make calls, follow up with regard to the situations, but I'm not sure what is the key back. Good day. I believe you have a caller from Chase Village. Good day. How are you doing? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm not doing too good. I called twice last week to get some assistance and I didn't get through yet. Leave me information.
This is with regard to the appointment. Hello?
That's the operation and for the Spain hospital.
Could you mute the volume on your television set?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know you had indicated to us that you had missed your appointment. Now, because you missed your appointment, the information that I got is that you would have to go back to the clinic and make get a new appointment date. I'm not sure what else I could give, what other information. I don't have any other information to give you, unfortunately, right now as it pertains to that. But that's the only information I have.
So they said they would have called me.
Yeah, I did highlight it here on the show earlier on this week. I'm not sure if you were listening, but I did.
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it. All right, no problem. That's the update. If you missed the appointment, you're gonna have to go make another. You need to get a new date for the appointment via your clinic. I'm not sure if there's someone, family member, or so that can assist you with that.
That is very, 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 very.
Sorry.
That is very hard to try to get
Yeah. All right.
I'm in serious pain all the time.
Yeah. All right. So I'm not sure if I could assist you with regard to getting the appointment dates. I will try to, but that's the update there. You need to get a new date. I know that for sure. So let me try to reach out again and see if there is any way at all we could submit your information so you don't have to go back in.
The last time they released some number to call, I don't know when I call them, I not getting through.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No problem. Well, I'll be in touch with you soon.
Okay, then. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. We have someone else had reached out to us with pension issues from California. Actually, this was concerning a grant. Miss Sumati, I'm not sure. I tried reaching back out to her this morning to find out the status of it, if they ever got through. It was concerning repairing a roof in the California area. I'm not sure what exactly is the status of that, but if you're listening, please call us, let us know what the update is. We had submitted the information, so I'm just following up to figure out if it was ever rectified. We have some quick updates before we wrap the show. From TNTech, their planned maintenance work today in several parts of Trinidad, Laventille, Charlottesville, Palo Tuvier, Beach, San Fernando, St. Croix, and Faizabad, as well as on Sunday in Port of Spain between the hours of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Point Lisas between the hours of 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. You can find the details of the planned maintenance work and the exact locations of it on TNTech's website as well as their social media. We also have some missing persons alerts from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. They have alerted of 2 persons missing. Hess Charles, 75 years old, of Lachus Road, Penal, was last seen on the 8th. Now, of course, if you have information, you can call the Penal Police Station at 647-8888 or 999-555-911 or 800 tips, as well as Amanda Divin, 17 years old, of 4 Roads, Diego Martin. She was last seen on the 22nd. Of course, if you have information, call the 4 Roads Police Station at 637-3860 or 999-555-911 or 800 tips. Or you can contact any police station or report via the TTPS app if you have any information with regards to that. Now, of course, as the month is almost over, I need to remind you guys of the final extension of the submission of returns, sorry. Now, of course, the deadline is on February 28th. You can drop off these forms to any Dropbox locations located at the several regional corporations as well as evaluation division offices throughout the country. So that's just some information, as well as if you have any queries, you can call their call center at 612-1715 and select option 7. But that's how we leave you here this week. It's Friday. Stay safe, guys. You can stay connected with us via that WhatsApp number. After the show is over, that number is 3669376. I'll see you guys on Monday right here on WESN. Have a good weekend.